All right, and joining me today is Cecilie Bolander, who fights Sara Luzar Smajic at Oktagon 65. That fight is on December 29th. So I want to start by talking about your last fight with Lucy Pudilova. You enter the organization right away. They got you in a number one contender fight, 3 fights into your pro career against, kind of a legend of the sport, particularly in that part of the world. You got a
Definitely.
you got a split decision that didn't go your way. How were you feeling after the fight in terms of both the decision and whether or not you felt you had won?
To be honest, win or lose, like my main goal is just to put my heart out there, fight as hard as I can for as long as I can, and just I don't know, just test myself. That's the ultimate goal. Um, I personally, I know what I'm capable of. Um, and short said, I'm sorry that I couldn't display that night, but I know what we got. I know it's good. And yeah, it's only to be continued because what you saw was nothing.
And so you felt like maybe you didn't get the best version of yourself in there. But at the time when they're about to read the decision, and obviously they say your name at least once in there, did you think you had done enough at the time that they were going to give you the decision?
To be honest, I don't pay attention to that things. Like I should probably, but I'm trusting my coach so much that he's the one that keeps like the control of that. And I can just go there not thinking about like win or lose or whatever. I have a mission, that's where I'm headed. Like so he told me just go with it, just enjoy it. And I think I don't know. I didn't personally feel like uh I don't know, like it's not a shock to me because when you put your heart on the line and you feel like you've given everything you got and there's no more to give kind of in that situation, then I don't think the shock becomes that bad in a way. But obviously, we do this to win, so in afterhand, that's a different story. But at the moment, in the cage, like it's just uh it's the best time in my life. So like I just enjoy so much how whatever goes around like happens around me and everything. It's like it's kind of um I'm disconnected from it in a way. It's like it's my job, but it's like in that moment it's just enjoyable. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
I love that. So tell me a little bit about when you discovered this about yourself, right? Because you're right now you're telling me you're one of those people you get in there, the violence happens, martial arts is happening. That's you at your core. Have you always known that this is what you wanted to do with your life?
Shit, man, it just happened. I don't really know. Like, to be honest, I'm very like personally, I don't know. I'm probably scared of everything that can be what I can be scared of. I don't know. Like, I'm not put it that way. In everyday life, I'm probably scared of everything. But if time comes and like I really need to uh I guess stick up for myself or just I end up in a situation that I have to fight for my life, then I'm not scared of anything anymore. So I guess that's what's fighting for me. Like it's that one chance I get to like be completely free and like not think about anything and just there's I mean it's brutal in a way. Like I don't think about fighting in a brutal way, but it's like it's so put on edge and like once that door closes, it's either you getting the beating or you're the one that beats the other person. So it's like it's very dramatic in a way, I guess. And I like that concept. And it's like it's not to be honest, it's the only place I'm free. Free from thoughts, free from anything. It's enjoyable in the freedom, I guess, of it.
I love that. I love that. And so for you, obviously you've only been a pro for 4 fights, but you had the long
Yeah.
amateur career. You fought for IMMAF, the very highest level cage warriors, all that kind of stuff. When you started doing the amateur stuff, was it always with the goal that, like, I want to do this for a living? I want to do this in big stadiums? Or was it doing it sort of chasing that feeling that you're talking about, that freedom? And then, like, if anything else good happens to come from it, that's fun too.
Yeah. I guess like me, I've always known, like when I did judo before, I always knew that was supposed to do something within sports. And I know that I can't do it later when I'm 70. Like, I mean, I can probably in this day and age, but you know, I probably won't handle the beating that but well. Um, but with that said, like I didn't know it was gonna be MMA at the end of the day. I think it could have been anything. I knew that I would like if I were to go into MMA, I told myself I'll do it 100%. I'll do the commercial part. I do everything as well as I can do it. The fighting, the commercial part, like everything that comes with MMA. I want to do it like to 100%. Um, but with my values and with the things that I stand for and what I believe to be important in my life. Um, and but with everything that if you were to take all that away, there will be like literally just a door closing and two people fighting. That is 100% why I'm doing it for. There's no one that can take that away from me. And yeah, I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So I'm enjoying everything around, but absolutely what you say is true. I'm fighting because I love the freedom.
I dig that. Now, I obviously got to ask because you're fighting on this card at the end of the year, December 29th, and Pudilova's fighting on the fight card too, right? She is getting that title shot that, like, sort of you would have been promised had you won this fight. She's fighting Sabova. Uh, Is it weird for you to be fighting on that card? Do you love it just in case one of them gets hurt? You're going to jump right in there. Like, what are sort of your thoughts on knowing that that fight is like right next to yours?
Well, I would be lying if I didn't say that it's the first time I've ever experienced wanting people to get hurt. So like it kind of, and that's not personal. It's just that is kind of the business side of it, I guess. Like, but I mean, no, it's awesome. Like I have other things that I think about when it comes to this fight. It's like it's the first time I'm able to just straight like having I think it's almost like 3 or 4 months in between. I think that's the first. So it's like I'm enjoying that part a lot. And not having to like sit around wait for someone to say yes and then like, you know. So I mean, from all the angles, I'm just really grateful and I'm extremely excited. And yeah, I know it's gonna be a good one.
Well,
Either
let's
way.
yeah, well, let's talk about the fight itself then too, because she's kind of a fun stylistic matchup for you. So, what do you think personally of when they gave you that name and you had got to look a little bit more into her? What do you think of the stylistic matchup?
Well, I was given her name before, and she pulled out because of an injury, unfortunately. So, I mean, I'm just excited because to me, she's an exciting fighter to meet, and she's like straightforward. She want to go at it. She want to test herself just as me, and I think those are the fighters that I just love to meet. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, you do all this every day and then you go there and you fight like someone that's I don't know, do it half-assed. Like you don't want like I mean some people maybe want that, but I don't. Like I want to do this properly. I want to do it like wholeheartedly. And if I can meet people that do it wholeheartedly, then I am absolutely all for it. And I love everything about it. So yeah.
Well, we love that stylistic matchup too. And you led me pretty much perfectly to my last question. This one's got to be a barn burner, but I always got to ask for a prediction. So, how do you see this one ending on December 29th?
Woo! I'm gonna pick from the top shelf, and obviously, I would love to see that first round being finished. So yeah, that's I guess all fighters want that ultimate. I guess whether it's a knockout or a submission, I don't really care. But I just want to put everything on display, and I just want to be, yeah, I just want to fight with my heart like I always do. But like, I hope everything lines up and just like it's been a long time since there hasn't been any hiccups, I guess you can say.
Well,
So
we're
yeah.
we're looking forward to it. Once again, fans, this has been Cecilie Bolander, who fights Sara Luzar Smajic at Oktagon 65. Once again, that fight December 29th. Cecilie, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.